Greetings, John Tiller Software Panzer Campaign players to another tutorial. Last time I discussed the basics of gameplay using the free demonstration game Maya's Front. In this series of videos using Smolensk 41, I aim to present ideas and concepts you should consider when playing Panzer campaigns. Each Panzer campaign title comes with historical notes. These are well researched and deserve a read. Above is the opening paragraph for the Smolensk historical briefing. But the scenario we're going to play today is the Smolensk Operation Situation 9. In this operational situation, which takes place late in the campaign on the 19th of July, the German 18th Panzer Division attempts a crossing of the Dnieper River east of Smolensk and are opposed by the Russian 5th Mechanized Corps. When starting a new scenario, the first thing you should do is have a quick look over the map to ascertain its main features. So the lighter coloured hex indicates higher levels. So this hex here is at an elevation of 200. Slightly darker in front of it is at 180 metres, and the river flat area is at 160 metres. So looking around the map, you can see they're mainly clear hexes and very modest undulation in the ground. The dark blue line going from east to west is the Dnieper River. Also throughout the map are villages, the occasional field. There are these blue swamp and marsh areas and numerous streams. I thought it might be interesting to have a look at this unit here, which is the 2nd Battalion 52nd Infantry. The unit icon indicates this is a motorised infantry unit. Also note in the unit graphic the picture of the little truck indicating just that. Right clicking the unit graphic brings up the unit information panel. Note that defence and speed are yellow, indicating that the unit is in the deployed status. So this means it is on foot. To move to the next hex along the trail would be at the cost of moving in forest, plus the cost of moving across the stream. Pressing T or using the menu icon changes the unit's status into transport mode. Note that the unit now is in motorised mode and the movement factors are listed as 66T, and the white bar appears at the bottom of the unit icon. Select F4 to see the parameter data, and note that trail, secondary and primary are only available when in transport mode. So back to the scenario. By pressing the shift key, it brings up the location names. As you can see, the German forces are advancing from Krasny in the southwestern part of the map and are basically heading north, and in particular northeast, towards Smolensk. As the title of this scenario suggests, crossing the Dnieper will be a major issue for us. So examining the Dnieper River, we see there are only 2 bridges that cross the river. So by right clicking, we see that this is a heavy bridge. So we definitely need to capture this bridge so that we can get our heavy vehicles across. The second bridge is down here, and that shows it is a medium bridge, so it cannot take our armoured equipment. So our first and most critical mission early in the scenario is to capture that bridge there in the northwest. The 18th Panzer Division also has bridge laying capability. Now this is done by the engineer units. So to find our engineer units or highlight, it's useful going to View, Highlight, Engineer Units. This is also useful for picking up headquarters as well, but this time we'll have a look for our engineer units, scroll down the map, and hey presto, our engineer unit down here is highlighted. So if we select the engineer unit and then right click on its graphic, you can see this is a mine bridge capable unit. The unit will have an important role in the upcoming operation. Now if I was the Russian player, I would seriously consider blowing those bridges as soon as possible if you have that capability. Now I don't know if they have, and I haven't played this scenario before, but certainly if you could blow the two bridges and then just defend against one bridge location, which by our engineers, it would make your job relatively easy, but we'll see what happens as the scenario evolves. Looking to the lower left of the screen, you can see it is 8 PM on the 19th of July 1941. It's normal conditions, night. So if we go to info weather, that then just confirms those factors. So normal visibility during daylight turns is 2 to 5 kilometres, and at night time it's 1 kilometre. So our first decision is to decide how we deploy these more forward units. Now our initial plan was to try and capture the heavy bridge. Now presuming we do that, we're then faced with the prospect of fighting through this forest area or a trail running through a swamp and forest area, so this is pretty good terrain to defend if you're the Russian player. So we shouldn't put all our eggs in this basket. So with our engineer unit, I think our plan should be to stretch the Russian defence as much as possible and go right up this end of the map to the eastern end of the map and see if we can put a bridge over here somewhere and then advance hopefully from two directions to these three key points. So we'll see how we go. So our first chap here, we've put him in transport mode as previously discussed. So we'll see how he goes. He's moving along the trail happily enough. So 6 points per hex. Rightio, that's always the risk you take when you're running in transport mode, that you'll get ambushed. Obviously in transport mode you pay a higher penalty, but that was a price we were willing to pay to try and get up there here towards this heavy bridge. So we'll move out of this guy's way. Okay, so we've got no movement points left, but we have obtained some important information about these Russian units. So we'll grab our next infantry unit, motorised infantry, put him in transport, and we're going down the primary road, take a shortcut over here. Oh, that's it. So because it's yellow, we can move him back to the deployed status from motorised. So if he gets mortared or shelled, attacked in any way, they're in a defensive posture. So we haven't quite been able to reach that heavy bridge up there, but we'll keep fighting on. transport mode. So this unit here has been quite a nuisance, but that's the fortunes of war. So he is yellow. We'll put him back to deployed status, and unfortunately that's as far as he can move. This chap here, we'll stick him in transport mode. At this stage, I'm presuming there's not going to be any Soviet units on this side of the river from here on down, so we can reasonably move with safety, I think. Yellow, I might move him back into deployed mode. Good. So at this stage, we've been able to get to our side of this medium bridge. So that gives us some hope we might be able to cross. So these chaps here, I can double click those guys. Put them both in transport mode. And we'll drag them across to there. Oh, we can get across there. Right here, so the motorised infantry. Can you move in there? Right. So the next big question for us is, do we risk trying to jump straight into that hex across the river? Can we move across the river? Well, as you see in the bottom left of the screen, bridge cannot support unit because he's armoured, so we can't get across the river, but at least we've secured the southern side of the bank. Now these chaps down here, this is the other formation. They're part of core troops of 47th Panzer Corps. So these chaps here, I want to run them all the way down to the other end of the map. It'd be interesting to know if we could use that, but I won't select him as in the red band, but just have the yellow band, so the hex is just highlighted. Alt and right click, and away they go. So that's not looking too bad. Oops, he can still move. Now some of this movement's going to cause me headaches shortly, and I'll explain why in a moment. This chap here, not sure why the AI took me off the road, but now artillery. By selecting H, I think it is, that gives the range of the artillery. So as you can see, we're not going to have any, we're just able to see across the, just have the range to see across the other side of the river. So do we leave that unit, or do we transport them? Good question. Okay, well, I've decided to transport him and him. Press the H key again to take that off. So we'll move these chaps as far down the road as they'll go. Okay, him as well. Excellent. Obviously our very important engineer unit. Let's see if we can get him down there somewhere. I wonder if I should try and run him down there. So use the primary road benefits rather than the secondary. This chap here, he can go 86, he's pretty good. Moves pretty well. I'll move him down there. Now this guy here he's a 15 centimetre a mortar. He's a heavier gun, you can see by the heavier black band on the left side of its icon. So we'll hit H with him. He can go a bit further, but I can't reach those guys up the north. Motorcycles. Okay, I'm going to move him down to there. Once again. Can't quite get there. Our headquarters. Another 2 artillery units. Both heavies. We'll go H. Oh, there we go. So these heavies right at the back here. We can have a pot shot at these guys up here. So that's a good result. These guns here, we need to put them in transport mode. Okay, let's run him down the main road. And we need to go take that H. Now, the division, which is the blue sort of coloured units, this is their headquarters unit, and if they're out of the headquarters range, which by right clicking the headquarters, you see at the top here it's 9, pressing K, that shows you just how far the command range of that headquarters is. Now because he's a B standard headquarter, that means you can say his command range is +1, so it's actually 1 hex longer than what you can see. So what we're going to do is put him into transport mode, and when you go into transport mode, the headquarters is at 50% command range. So it's important by the time I end this movement, I can change him back to deployed. So the number's still green, number's still green, still green, still green. Okay, so it's gone yellow. So now I go back T for transport, and his command range goes back out. Now perhaps I should have adjusted a little bit to the right to get these units in, but that's the way it goes. Now this other chap, the other headquarters unit, we'll select him. We'll put him in transport mode, and we're going to run him this way. Once again, do the same thing, just wait for the movement factor to turn yellow. There it is, and we go 8. Right, these 2 guys are fired. This chap here, I'm just holding him for a sec until these 2 guys get into position, and then I'll move him back with them. So in a what do we call it, a bounding situation. So that is all I can do for my first movement, my first move of the game. We'll see what the bad guys get up to next turn. Okay, so there we go. So I'll end this video here, and next turn we'll do turn 2 and we'll see what happens there, but it's looking quite promising. We've disrupted that vehicle on the other side, the 17th Tank Division. The unit in that village, he's moved off, and we have an unknown Soviet unit to the north, and it looks like we may get a chance to take the bridge. So until next time.